what's up, everybody? This is Brian. I'm here with Israel. We have the special opportunity to interview uh, Daniel Löble. Was that his name?
Yeah, close enough.
From Helloween. He's the drummer, so we're interviewing him over Zoom. It's like 7 a.m, so if we look tired, that's why.
All right.
And here's the interview.
Danny works. All right.
Sorry. Yeah. Hey, Danny, thank you for joining us. We got a few questions for you about the upcoming tour and stuff. What is it like working with a band that's now larger than it was when you joined the band?
Yeah, hey man, when I joined the band, it was a tricky time for the band and for the members as well. So we did a restart with a new drummer and the new management at the same time. And it took us a while to get that boat, that Helloween ship, back on track. And yeah, that was the foundation for the 7 of us, for the 7-piece Helloween, so to say. And yeah, as you mentioned, it's a bit scary. The band is growing, still grows and grows. You know, it's getting bigger and bigger. That shows that the decisions and the paths we decided to go were the right ones, and we really enjoy having this. Of course, as you can imagine, I mean, it's just awesome. It's a joy and a pure happiness. Being the backbone or of this 7-piece big band, kind of, and yeah, being in that family fold for I've been in the band I have no fucking clue, almost 20 years, and it's the longest lasting lineup in Helloween's history. So that makes me kind of proud because I mean, I'm a little metal fan, and seeing through the eyes of that little Danny from back then, the little heavy metal fan. So got told that at a certain day in his life, he will be part of all this. I mean, I have no words to describe this. But to cut a long story short, it feels great. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work. We have to push the envelope every rehearsal, every show. I mean, we get older in general, so it doesn't make things easier. But the maturity and the experiences we went through helps a lot to get this thing floating. So that's all. Huh?
Now, this would be the last album. Was this your 6th or 7th album recording with the band?
Wow, I haven't counted. I haven't
something like that.
Something like that. I bet it was the first for sure. Was Keeper 3. It was the Legacy. Then this thing, Gambling with the Devil.
Yep.
Then there was this orchestra, this acoustic whatever album. So and now.
Been many. Now, this last one, the self-titled one, you recorded with Ingo's original kit, from what I understand. How was that for you, especially since I would imagine you're very used to your own kit, your own setup, to record with Ingo's kit?
I mean, I'm used to having I'm pretty much used to having all the time different kits all the time. So, sorry. So, and talking about that Ingo kit, I mean, it's a Sonor kit, you know, it's not a secret. And those kits, especially that series, took place in the 80s, or it was the sound phase of the 80s and beginning 90s in the heavy metal scene. Hey, name one record and you will find a Sonor drum kit. That was the benchmark. That was state of the art. And as a little boy, a little kid, it was always a dream to once playing such a kit. You know, I mean, it was unaffordable. It cost a hell of a lot of money, or it cost a hell of a lot of money back then in the day. And so, but this certain sound, this drum sound I grew up with, And so one day I wanted to have this sound on my record, on my own record. So that was clear as crystal. And I remember we put on an after show party after the last show we did in Europe for the previous Pumpkins United tour. And during that party, whatever you want to call it, a certain guy named Mike came across and told me something about owning Ingo's legendary drum kit. And I didn't give much thought to it because, yelling, blah, 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 blah. I just want to get my flight back home and leave me alone. And after a couple of weeks perching on my sofa back home, so all of the sudden this penny dropped, and I said, "Hey, we're going to record a new album. So what's clear as crystal is that we want to get back that historic sound and this more old vintage heavy metal sound. Why not bringing in an old drum kit, a vintage drum kit from back then, plus this legendary history of that drum kit? I mean, this drum kit took place on the Keeper albums, and it's just a legendary drum kit. So it ended up in having this drum kit in the studio at the same spot, in the same studio, at the same spot, with the same old singer, with the same lineup, where Ingo recorded his last Helloween album. That was a kind of, I'm not too esoteric and whatever, but that fucking gave me goosebumps, because Mikey turned around during that rehearsals and said, the last time I turned around and was watching at this drum kit, there was a guy with curlies behind. That was Ingo, right at the same spot with the same drum kit. That's cool. And Turner was keep on playing. I was like, what did he say? Fuck, really? And Kai, it was the same spot. So all good. So and Michi and I was like, wow, that's a historical moment to me and for the band. And that's very all cool. that little add-ons to whatever. And it was just the drum sound of this drum kit. After that session, I bought myself an old vintage Sono drum kit. And now I can call it my own because I love having those drum kits. And Pearl is building me a copy of it, and at the moment of speaking. So can't wait to get my finger on this one. But just for studio situations, not for live version. So it doesn't make any sense. So.
How's it been like playing the material from the self-titled, and also what are your thoughts on playing that material on this upcoming US tour?
I mean, first of all, recording that current album with this lineup with Kai and whatever, that was a specific moment in my drummer life, and the energy I'm used to changed completely. Kai brings in so much power and so much energy. So plus all these crazy songs and demos and versions and whatever, the creativity which was floating around, that was that's almost kind of intimidating to me. The power of this lineup is just undescribable. So playing those songs live, it's a cool feeling, watching the people having fun, dancing around, banging their heads to Best Time, that's certain song, Best Time, and whatever we're going to play live. So that proves that the songs we rustled up, so to say, were the right ones. And for the live situations, those songs fit in really well. So, and what was the question again? I lost the thread.
What are your thoughts about playing those on the upcoming US tour?
I mean, to be honest, I just really am desperate to see your country, to the US again, to play that kind of, because imagine a little boy, a little wacky lad coming from the rural side of life here in Germany. That means a lot, because back then it was like, if you once get your feet on the US market, to play it, then you will. Then it happened, you know. Then you are a rock star. Then you can name yourself a rock star. That was back then, clear as crystal. As a European little Swiss guy, that was. And now it'll be I don't know how many times I have already been there, but it's still something really, really exciting playing for the US fans. And we are going to play, I've forgotten how many shows, but we will do it with a tour bus, with a coach. So we're going to do it the traditional way. And the venues got a bit bigger. We upgraded the stuff, and a couple of shows has already been sold out. Mm-hmm. Whatever I've heard so far. Some places not so good, but other places a bit better than. Mm-hmm. And so, we are flustered. We're jumping at the bits to finally get over there and start the tour again. We've been purging our arses meanwhile for 3 months, a 3-month break. And so, we will be prepared with a great set list, hopefully, even though you can't make every Helloween fan happy, because we have so many great songs. We could easily play 5 hours, and so it's tricky. It got even more tricky with 2.5 singer, because to balance the voices out. So it could easily happen. So no, that's a great setup, a great set list. Oh no, Andy sings 10, Michi only 8. Okay, start again from the scratch. Now we've got it. Michi sings 11, Andy just 7. Oh, fuck. Okay, start from the scratch. You see, actually, we are in a luxury position with because it doesn't matter what song we're going to play from whatever era that song comes from. We always have the appropriate and the original voice, and so we can mix it up to make it more interesting to the fans and for ourselves. So, man, I can't express my feelings because it's so exciting. So, hey, we have the original voices and we can play the original songs and mix it up, and we are so we armed to the teeth. Hey, it's unbelievable, musical wise. Yeah.
No, it's great, and we're going to be at the June 2nd show in Los Angeles, so we're very excited about that. So we'll see you there. One of the things that we've been hearing from several bands, especially European bands, is about the difficulty of touring in the States. Have you found that to be very difficult to tour the States as compared to Europe, or is it about the same?
It's different, but it's not more difficult than in any other countries. You always have to give your fucking really best, your best you can. So I don't see any difference in a point of difficulties, to be honest. Every market takes its duties, but touring US is as difficult as touring in Germany, even though Germany is a hell of a... they are really so like, as we Germans are, okay, I bought a ticket, now get me entertained. Okay, what? I have to clap my hands on top. Okay. So enough. Okay, keep going on. Yeah, it was cool. I'm quite happy.
It takes a lot to get the crowds over there excited.
That's the German market. That's really difficult. But I don't see any difficulties touring the US, even though it's the travel parties, the distances are even bigger than anywhere else. For sure, because your country is one of the biggest countries on this fucking planet. So, seen from that perspective, the distances, the journey, the travel takes a bit more hassle than in other countries. But once again, hey, it's great touring in the US. Might sound corny, but it is, as I said, I really like playing there and can't wait.
For the upcoming tour, what's kind of your favorite song to play?
As always, fucking Eagle Fly Free. I don't know why. it's my kind of drumming. Count in and let the feet running. Okay, after 5 minutes, okay, stop. Next song. Push the brakes. But I really like playing that song night by night. So even though we're going to start with a really tough concert start, with it's no secret anymore, with a Skyfall plus Eagle Fly Free in one go.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, yeah. But I like that kind of pain, that little stitches in my muscles at the beginning. So, okay, 15 more minutes to come. Okay. But hey, when it's over, it's, let's start the concert. I'm warming up.
And you have one thing that mesmerized me when I saw you the last time. You have a quadruple bass drum on your drum kit, which is amazing to me how that even works. You have 2 double pedals. I mean, how does that?
No, it's
It's
just show because.
Okay, good.
Yeah, this question I've been questioned that question so many times. So you only have 2 legs. Oh, really?
It looks fantastic, though.
Obviously, somebody keeps close tabs on me. No,
very cool.
I grew up with bands like Van Halen, Kiss, and all those bands offered a superb live show. Contains a big fucking drum kit. Alex Van Halen always, except one tour, but always he uses 4 bass drums, and that was so massive. That look of a 4 bass drum kit, let's take it that way. It was always like, one day I'd like to have this too. And now I am in a luxury position to say, hey, I'd like to have 4 bass drums, go for it. And meanwhile, we play big arenas, big venues, where a regular drum kit would look like a little sausage in a whatever. It's too small. And even a drum kit that size I use looks sometimes really tiny. Right. So I'm quite happy to, meanwhile, it become a kind of a show effects for the Helloween show, 4 bass drummed drum kit. So it looks just pretty cool. Yeah. So that's only, it's just an effects. It's just for the look. It's not bragging or whatever. It's just, I'd like to have this. Yeah. It's a show effects, period. It makes look the stage a bit cooler or whatever you want to name it. So we are quite happy. So having that size of a drum kit. So. No, but I just have still 2 legs.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it looks badass. I want to thank you for taking it today. I know you're very busy, man. The United Forces tour with Hammerfall and Helloween starts on May 13th in the U.S., in Dallas, ends in San Francisco. We'll be seeing it on June 2nd in Los Angeles. Danny, thank you so much again. Brian and Israel, Metal Swap Talk. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.